Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of the G&T Show. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's the revival of the G&T Show.
Tough guys.
Tough guys.
Tough guys.
But anyways, this is going to be a new format for the G&T Show. Usually we made a couple of videos throughout the week. This time we're going to just make one video a week. At least we're going to start that way.
And let's see what happens.
Then, we're going to see what happens. We're going to do one long video, kind of like a podcast, some would say, and talk about the things we found more interesting in terms of video games and movies or entertainment in general. So we're going to start this first episode of the G&T podcast show or whatever. With our most anticipated games for E3 this year.
When is E3? A few weeks ago.
It's going to be kind of like a month, maybe, by the end of June. Okay. I think it is. I don't remember.
E3.
E3.
Looking forward
tell
to
us, what games are you most excited about?
If I have to go first, it's obviously Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2.
I've been waiting for that game since I played it remastered. I bought the PS4 on release date, and then I bought The Last of Us February or the next year. So 2014, I've been waiting since then.
Okay. Yeah, I bought The Last of Us on PS3. Bought it, loved it.
2013 then.
2013. Yeah. And when it came out on PS3. And I gotta say, it's one of the best games.
You didn't go to the next generation?
No, I didn't play on the
remaster.
No, I just played the original.
And the DLC?
No, I didn't. I did not play the DLC.
It's okay.
But I saw the walkthrough of the DLC. Thing is that it's one of the best games I've played. Cannot wait for Last of Us Part 2.
Your top what?
It's gotta be top 5, top 10 at least.
I think it's top 3 or top 5 since we're top there.
For me, the best exclusive PlayStation has ever had, up until arguably God of War, which is gotta go play that game. This guy hasn't played it yet, but you better go play it right now.
I'm waiting for the Game of the Year edition. I want everything in one single package.
Look, there's not gonna be a DLC apparently. So
there's not gonna be a DLC. Why?
Because they don't want to do anything else.
Okay. Anyways, back to The Last of Us.
Yeah.
We've seen trailers, we've seen teasers.
But apparently, this E3, we're going to see the first gameplay of The Last of Us Part 2.
Me, can't wait.
Yeah.
So, what other games? What are you excited about?
Ghost of Tsushima. It's going to be another one. Exclusive for, I have no idea. It's going to be about the samurais and all that. We saw a trailer last year. It looked awesome. Hopefully, we're going to see some gameplay here, but it's going to be set on feudal Japan, I think. Samurais and all that stuff.
13th century, so 800 years ago or so.
Yeah, it's basically one of the settings that people most want to play in.
I'm hoping it's like a dark Zelda game.
Hopefully. Maybe it's going to be kind of like a Neo kind of game.
Maybe.
I hope we don't have a Dark Souls gameplay, because I'm not a fan of those. I know they're popular and they're good, but they're not for me. So
yeah, maybe. Another one, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah, we've seen
exclusive.
Gameplay. Yeah, exclusive. It's coming out September 7, I think. We've seen gameplay last year at E3. We've seen some costumes. We've seen a lot of trailers. Hopefully, we see a little bit more gameplay here. For me, I don't need to see any more gameplay. You're ready. I'm almost sold. I want to see the reviews first, but I'm almost sold on this game from what I've seen. I want to play it. The only reason I wouldn't play it, I wouldn't buy it, is if the reviews come out and it's like a 5 or 6 out of 10. So
that's harsh.
I don't think that's going to happen, by the way.
So there's also a few wild cards, like games you think we're going to see, but we're not confirmed.
Oh man, I'm really hoping to see what Rocksteady's doing. I'm a
big
fan of the RPG games. Well, the rumors are that they're doing a Superman game.
Superman sucks in games.
Batman used to suck in games.
There's never been a success, like a good Superman. There was a one in the 90s, I think, Batman game.
I don't know.
But there's never been
the Arkham series is what resurrected superhero video games. So
that's true.
That's what put them on the map.
Also, at E3, maybe Cyberpunk
2077 from our favorite developer, CD Projekt Red.
There's questions if it's going to be more Gwens, from the Witcher series, or they're finally going to let us see some gameplay for Cyberpunk. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe just a trailer. We don't know how far out Cyberpunk 2077 is, but
it's going to come out.
Fingers crossed that we see gameplay. I don't think so. I think we're just going to see a trailer.
I think, probably. I think honestly that this game is coming 2020. I don't believe those rumors are 2019.
No,
this is 2020.
probably even the next, the PS5 or
We don't even
Xbox.
know when the PS5 is coming because the
Rumors
last
are 2020.
the last generation was like 8 years, and then we're just 5 years into this generation.
Yeah, but who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? The thing is that I'm really excited about Cyberpunk 2077. Really excited about Rocksteady.
Anything from Nintendo caught your eye?
Well, I'm really waiting for that Pokemon game.
Oh,
I hope
you're always waiting for a Pokemon game.
I hope it's not a Pokemon Sun and Moon just in the Switch.
Yeah.
But hopefully, my dream Pokemon game. I think everyone's dream Pokemon game is like
Open world.
an open world Skyrim like Pokemon game.
You
That would be
remember
awesome.
that game for the Nintendo 64 Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah.
That, but with also an open world to like catch Pokemon. But you also go and
but
fight.
I would like, for example, to not go into tall grass to see a Pokemon. To find one,
Or-
you can see it in the wild.
Yeah, like, or you go to the sea, you're gonna find like water Pokemon.
Exactly. Some like you see the PG flying around you and all that stuff.
And then,
hopefully.
it's like gymnasiums. spread
Yeah,
out.
you could. I think this is very ambitious, but I think you could probably, that would be too much to ask, in my opinion. But have the Skyrim exploration thing and the Pokken tournament kind of like battling. But that's too much for 150 Pokemon or something like that.
That's a big game.
Yeah, that's a huge game. And the Switch, it's not the
I don't
most
know.
powerful machine there.
By the way, we're both PS4 guys, but
Yeah.
if that game came out, I'll probably switch to the Switch. I'm playing.
We'll switch it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I've always been a Nintendo guy, and I've ever since I bought the PS3, I've been a PlayStation fan.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
I don't know.
My nephew has a Switch. I played Mario Odyssey. I played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. So I'm a big fan of Nintendo.
I've been all over the place. I was Nintendo 64, the original Xbox,
Yeah,
Wii, and now the PS4.
the PS4. Yeah. I've had I've never had an Xbox, but I've had 64, the GameCube, the Wii, the
Oh yeah,
Wii
the
U.
GameCube. I was also on the GameCube.
I had the PS2, 3, and 4. I also had the PlayStation 1, but that was my father's. But 2, 3, and 4 now.
Anyways, moving on. Probably what most gamers are also looking forward to. We've seen a few videos, trailers, teasers from Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, Black Ops 4 is coming out. It's coming out October 12th, I think. And
Are you remember? This is the game that's going to have no single player campaign this time.
Yeah.
Because it's not finished.
yeah,
That's that's not true.
I don't know, man. I think it's smart. There was news that came out that not a lot of people play single player campaigns in multiplayer games.
I do.
They just go for the multiplayer. So I think it's a smart move for Activision, or the developer in this case. Treyarch, I think it is.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited. I'm not a big multiplayer guy, but I'm hooked with the battle royale mode.
Yeah.
I want to try it. Unlike Fortnite or PUBG, you can actually go through from what they announced, land, air, and sea. So it's going to be interesting. Hands down, we're going to see gameplay. At E3. I want to see what that battle royale looks like.
I'm not a big Call of Duty fan, to be honest. The last one I bought was Ghosts.
Yeah, but that came with your PlayStation.
Yeah, that came with the PlayStation. But I'm really intrigued about the level that you have with the
The
zombies.
zombie, the Titanic.
And the Titanic.
The Titanic zombie level.
I don't know. I may have to buy it to check that out.
I like the zombie levels. The zombie mode.
That's one of the big favorites.
Yeah,
every
it's
year.
one of the big favorites. But I don't know. If I have some extra cash, probably because that's gonna be right around Red Dead Redemption 2. So my money is going to RDR2, hands down. I love the first Red Dead Redemption.
I've never played it.
You should.
If they remaster it in the PS4, I will pick it up.
You better.
I will. Anyways, moving on. Rage 2 has been announced.
Rage 2, yeah, trailer. An announcement came, I think, on Monday. Then Tuesday we got the first trailer. I've never played the first one, but this looks interesting. Looks like kind of like a Mad Max and Fallout, kind of mashup.
Yes.
Looks really interesting. What do you think about the gameplay? You saw the trailer, right?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. Like I said, I've never played it. I haven't really heard of the franchise because I'm mostly a casual. I buy the big games mostly.
Yeah.
But I think I need to see more.
Yeah. I hope we're gonna see. The Bethesda press conference. We're gonna see. Rage 2. People are saying there's a new open world, IP like codename Starfield. We don't know if that is, coming at E3. If it is coming this year, Bethesda, the last couple of years, they have an E3, they show their games, and a couple of months later, you got them out.
I don't know, man. You're asking too much for me. I'm like, right now, my radar, you know what I'm going to buy next?
What?
Either Detroit or the Spyro collection.
Spyro, man, wow, it's gonna be great.
The first 3 games, I'm going to buy this. That's on my radar.
You know what I have on my radar? Far Cry 5. I don't know, like, I'm gunning Black Friday, probably. Spider-Man, it's coming out in September.
Okay.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider coming out in September.
Isn't it the time exclusive for...
No, not anymore. They're not going to make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skipped it.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2, man. And
That's
I'm waiting for, like I said, I'm waiting for E3. I want to see what's coming this year. I think Bethesda's going to have games coming out this year. I want to see what they are. Hopefully Rage 2. It looks interesting. I've never played it. I don't know anything about it, but it looks interesting.
Speaking of things that are coming, also Division 2.
Division 2, yeah. Coming within the next year.
265 days.
Yeah.
Are you picking it up?
I don't know. I played the first one, the first couple of hours.
It
didn't hook me.
I borrowed it. I thought the story was interesting. I played it. Don't own it. Didn't feel like I needed to play it again.
Yeah.
But
you beat the game.
Yeah, I beat the game.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Would you recommend it to me?
Yes. I mean, you know that I'm not a first-person shooter guy. I'm not.
Well, that's not first person.
I know, but like I'm not a shooter per se. I'm interested in the story. I'm a single-player kind of game. Yeah. Like, for example, my favorite shooter of all time is like BioShock, probably.
Yeah.
So,
which you just played a couple of months ago.
Well, I bought the collection.
Yeah. So I gotta say, I played the first couple of hours. I think I don't remember exactly. My cousin bought it. He lent it to me. I played a little bit of it, and I was like, I'm not feeling the gameplay too much. I don't know. The story didn't hook me that much. Okay. Probably I didn't give it enough chance. Maybe
a few more hours.
Yeah, I think when that game came out, 2015.
Yeah.
Probably it was around the time that I started playing it around, near The Witcher, when The Witcher came out. So obviously, I didn't play Division 2 all the way through it.
The Witcher is a long game.
Yeah, it's a long game, and it's a badass game. So
yeah.
But we'll talk about The Witcher a little bit later.
A little bit later. Let's see what else we got. Metro Exodus. It's been delayed.
Yeah.
2019.
Well, I gotta say, I saw the trailer last year at E3. Well, the gameplay.
I haven't seen it.
The gameplay. They showed us gameplay last year. It looked interesting. I've never played a Metro game, but it looked great. I'm interested in it. I'm kind of bummed out that it has been delayed, but it's at least coming out in the first quarter or first third of 2019, which is, well, it's not that far.
Okay. Also, Biomutant and Darksiders 3 the release date is on now.
Well,
it's a big slate. This year, it's particularly big game-wise.
Well, the thing is that you cannot come out in the fall. You just cannot.
Yeah.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is such a big game. I mean, Rockstar is such a big developer that Call of Duty had to move their date when Red Dead Redemption 2 announced that they're coming out at the end of October. You don't match with the big dog.
I don't know. PS4-wise, I think they spread out their games much better than the Xbox. Well, Xbox doesn't really have that much exclusives, which I think personally it's hurting them. I bought the PS4 mostly because of their exclusives.
Yeah, me too.
Like, for example, Bloodborne, that was released February, I think.
Yeah.
The Witcher, I know it's not an exclusive, but that was released May.
Another game that...
Spider-Man is coming in
September. September, yeah. But it's, early September. It's like
but
almost 2 months.
Like the PS4 spreads them out.
Yeah. I think if they're going to come out, you got to stay away from October.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay away from October. For me, the best release window would be, up until September, and then after...
Skip it till the new year.
Until January. No, usually January doesn't have big games, so January would be a great date.
Remember, in our country, at least we get the taxes back.
Yeah.
So that extra cash, that's when you can buy it. And by then you can get a discount. And, so maybe some DLC thrown in there.
Yeah, as far as Darksiders go, I never played a Darksiders game. I've seen certain gameplay, walkthroughs or something like that, but I'm not too big on those games,
Yeah.
I don't like the gameplay too much. I'm going to see what these games are about, how these games look. But as for now, I'm not interested in them. But never say never.
Never say never. Anyways, I think that's mostly what we got on video games for now. We got some topics down the line, but let's switch to movies.
Movies. Big news regarding a certain famous Star Wars saga.
Character.
Yeah. Apparently, the Obi Wan Kenobi movie that everybody wants to see is coming.
I think number one movie period is something everybody wants to see.
That's what I was trying to say.
Star Wars is in a weird place right now. I mean, since they were bought by Lucasfilm, was bought by Disney, they pledged that we're going to get more movies. We're going to see more of what we like. For example, we're getting 1 or 2 Star Wars movies every year. We had Episode 7, Rogue One, Episode 8, and then I wouldn't say the quality has gone down, but Episode 7 was amazing. Rogue One was also very good.
The thing is that I think that Episode 7 was such a big thing, and it was amazing because an event is because it was the return of Star Wars. I don't think the Force Awakens was like that great of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's face it, it was basically a rehash of Episode 4. New Hope.
I watched it twice at the movies.
Yeah, me too. But it's like I don't know. It's like you could see the similarities with Episode 4.
Well, Episode 4.
With you saw the death of a main character. Yeah. You saw the Death Star exploding. Basically the same thing. The infiltration on the space station, all that stuff. It was basically the same.
Yeah,
Rogue One was fantastic. I loved it.
A little bit slow at the beginning, but once it picked up, it was amazing.
The ending was awesome.
Yeah, and then we had Episode 8, which was the time Star Wars fans are like, maybe I'm not down with the current vision.
That movie, if it wasn't Star Wars, it would have been like better. But being Star Wars, there were so many things that were like, where did this come from?
But there was some stuff that was really good.
Oh yeah, obviously. My favorite part was Kylo Ren and Rey, bailing out with the guards.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Also, when we saw the kamikaze that destroys every Death Star.
Yeah.
So the
spaceships. Yeah.
The
Star Destroyers.
Yeah. But there's some things in the movie that didn't work. I only saw it the one time.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like I needed to see it.
You saw it first, before I did, and you told me like. By the end, the answers of every question you have was like
a letdown.
Huh?
A letdown.
It was like I don't get it. And it was like when I saw the movie, I saw the first part up until they start answering the questions of the movie like in the final third, and it was up until the second third. I was like, I don't know what this guy was talking about.
Yeah.
This movie is interesting, and then the answers came, and I was like, oh, now I get it. Yeah, the answers suck. Big time. The answer, the questions from Episode 7 were answered in Episode 8, and the answers were so disappointing and underwhelming that it was like...
We're not going to spoil what those choices were, because, spoilers. It's been a year and a half yet, but, whatever.
Yeah. We're not going to get too deep into it.
Yeah, anyways, going back to Obi Wan. This is a story that... so we have... The last time we saw Obi Wan was he's going to take care of, Luke...
Yeah.
On Tatooine from a distance.
Yeah.
And the next time we pick him up, it's Luke, 17 years old, I think, and he has to find the old man.
I think he's 19 years old.
Yeah, but he's been almost 2 decades. So he's still in Tatooine. What happened in that time in between? Has he always been,
a hermit?
At a distance? I don't think so.
The thing is that we've seen him in the Star Wars Rebels series
and the Clone Wars. Like he had stories outside being for example Anakin's master.
Yeah.
So him had a love interest.
He's had a very he has very interesting aspects. His relationship with I don't remember the Mandalorian queen. I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
We've had what he's done. In Star Wars Rebels. His final encounter with Darth Maul. Go see that, by the way. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I did not.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah. I didn't see Star Wars Rebels all the way through because it was like. It was not my cup of tea, but I've seen certain highlights, and it is interesting. You should go see some of them.
But I think there's a few adventures.
Apparently, the movie is going to be set between Episode 3 and 4, which is awesome. I would like to see that.
There's going to be it's a planet full of gangsters and slavery. There's bound to be some adventures there.
But what has he been doing? What he did in terms of looking after Luke,
and also staying away from the
Empire,
from the Purge. from the
the Darth
Jedi.
Vader and the Jedi Purge.
Yeah.
So,
Do you want to see this movie? Like we're about to get Solo.
Well,
no.
let's say this first. A Han Solo movie. I don't think anybody asked that.
It's also you're taking from Harrison Ford, which is the best version of Han Solo.
Yeah. Well, it's the only version up until.
Yeah, but I mean, he was such an iconic character.
Yeah.
And he's dead now, but I don't really want to see. I don't need to peek behind the curtain to see like the legend of Han Solo or how he got.
Because let's face it, he was not a legend. I don't think
he was well known.
The legend was the Millennium Falcon, apparently.
Well, he did a run through on 12 parsecs.
I don't know what that means, but he was probably really fast.
He's really fast.
But anyways, Han Solo movie, I'm not interested in the least in seeing that. But Obi Wan,
you gonna watch it?
I don't think so.
If somebody takes me, I will watch it, but I'm not gonna be there like opening night like I did with every single Star Wars movie.
Yeah, me too. But Obi Wan, I love the character. It would be awesome to see Ewan McGregor, reprise the role as an older Obi Wan, wiser one.
He's older too.
It would be awesome to see Obi Wan interact directly with Qui-Gon Jinn. That would be awesome.
He was supposed to teach him how to interact. With
how to become one with the Force.
One with the Force.
I don't know. I think Ewan McGregor was a perfect Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love his character. I think he's one of the best things in the prequels. Probably the best thing in the prequels. But I don't know. I want to see what this movie is going to be about. If it is between episode 3 and 4, are we going to see Darth Maul? Because that's canon. Are we going to see, the final encounter in the flesh and not, computer
Maybe.
in CGI?
Maybe.
That would be awesome.
Anyways, let's switch topics back to another video game story.
Video game, yeah.
We're gonna get a new Bioshock.
Bioshock
we haven't seen a new Bioshock since 2013.
And you're excited about that.
Like I said previously, I bought the collection around February and played the 3 games, all the DLC. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I've never played the Bioshock games. That is shocking for me because I don't know. When I bought my PlayStation 3 in 2010, started playing some games. Never heard about Bioshock. You've told me it's a great trilogy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play them probably before Bioshock 4 comes out. If you're gonna lend me the trilogy, thank you, man.
Oh, by the way, it's going to be developed by Hangar 13. They were the team behind Mafia 3.
Oh,
same publisher, 2K Games.
Yeah, it's same publisher, but they were the same developers as Mafia 3?
Yeah, they worked on Mafia 3.
Oh man, Mafia 3 was a disappointment.
Bioshock, like the first one was 2K Australia and 2K
Boston?
Something
like that, yeah.
The second one was also a 2K
developer.
And the third one was by Rational Games.
Games.
Also, this fourth one will not have the original,
director.
Yeah, Kevin Levi is not.
Kevin Levi.
So brand new people. Some people are worried that nobody that worked in the previous 3 is going to be here, but if you get a person with a vision, it's been 5 years and they were all popular games. I'm sure whoever came in with it's got to be a good pitch.
It better be.
Are we going back to the undersea city of Rapture? By the second, the end of the second game, it was pretty much all of it was flooded. Or are we going back to Colombia, the sea that's floating in the sky?
Oh man,
I don't know. I want to go back to
what you've played the 3 games recently. What are you expecting? In terms of the story, where is it leading?
I need to go back to to Rapture. When I go back to what I want to see is how the story and the city itself felt. We saw a brief glimpse into how Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite tied in to the eventual fall, but I need to see a big scale how everybody's normal, taking their the plasmas. And then everything collapses.
Well, I think, in terms of not having the same game director, it's I played God of War.
The vision, that one vision.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I played God of War. Cory Barlog, the same director from the other games, came. He's the man with the vision. He's the man with all the concepts. He's the man with the world inside his head. He is the driving force behind God of War.
Yeah, but at the same time in Bioshock, he did the first 3 games, he didn't like all the stress that came, and he was the reason why they didn't start working on Bioshock 4 immediately.
But that's the thing. Cory Barlog stopped doing the God of War games after all these years. I think the last one came 2010. I don't know. And right now he came back 2013, started making God of War, and look at the masterpiece. I'm not saying Bioshock 4 is going to be a bad game, but I'm not too confident in the fact that it's not the same game director. It still could be good. I'm not saying it.
Yeah, I'm willing to give it a chance.
But yeah, we're gonna have to wait to see where is he take. It's gonna follow the same direction? Is it gonna be a reimagining of Bioshock, kind of like God of War?
Before, after, middle, like we don't know where or when.
Because God of War, for example, it's an awesome game. It's way different in terms of gameplay, in terms of character development than the other games.
But it feels like
how different is it? And it's the same director.
But does it feel like the part of the family?
Yes. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's the same director, and he changed all that, and it was for the better. For me, it's the best PlayStation exclusive I've ever played. But how different is Bioshock 4 going to be in terms of with the rest, the rest of the other games, with the trilogy? This is a new director, new direction, new ideas probably. And the other thing is he either gonna be a radical, change, or is he gonna be no? I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm gonna try to follow the same path.
I don't know. Bioshock 1, I think it was perfectly well done as far as the story, the surrounding, the area, everything worked in that game. Gameplay, the story, everything worked. The second one, I think, for most Bioshock fans, it's agreed that it was a dip in quality, even though they were still in Rapture. The third one, they realized that maybe 2 games straight in a city underwater, it's flooding. Maybe there's not a place to go there. We're gonna invent a new one. Like we were trapped in the bottom of the ocean now, a city in
the heavens.
In the heavens, and Bioshock lost a little bit of what it was. Its identity was changed going to the sky, not by actually going to, the sky, but in the way that the gameplay worked, how the story was crafted, and, it didn't feel like a real Bioshock game just because you're shooting all over the place. I think, even though you can change the setting, the story needs to remain the same at heart.
Okay.
Like, 1 and 2 are part of the same mold. The third one was different in a bad way.
In a bad way.
In a bad way.
Okay.
Like,
so you would have the first and second game as kind of your leads.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, it was first one, second one, third one. Not bad games, but first one set the standard.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on. The Witcher 3.
Witcher 3. 3-year anniversary this week.
My favorite game of all time. This is my number 1.
Yeah, it's coming. It came May 25th, I think.
Around there, mid to late May.
Yeah. I think it was May 25th, 2015.
December was Hearts of Stone, and then 1 year later from the original.
December, I think it was September or something like that. But it was kind of there.
Yeah, September, and then 1 year after the release date in 2016.
Yeah,
Hearts of Stone. That's the last we've seen from the Witcher.
Blood and Wine.
Blood and Wine. Sorry, that was the last that we've seen. Game wise, like they've released the Gwent and they
have a couple of updates here and there, but nothing else from
and that's
story.
That's it. Yeah. They're working full time now on Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Witcher 4, or you?
I want to see Witcher 4, but
you got anyone that you want to see in that game? Like, do you want to see Ciri, or you want to see a young Vesemir create your own Witcher?
If I had to pick. Well, it could be the Vesemir, prequel or something like that.
He survived. We see that he had a lady friend in one of his adventures from Hearts of Stone.
Yeah, but one of two. The Vesemir game, or way back before he met Geralt
when he was young.
Yeah, or a scratch Witcher game. You create your own Witcher. You choose your own school,
like Dragon Age.
Kind of like that, yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean,
the thing is,
where's The Witcher 3 for you?
It's the best game I've ever played in my
life.
Yeah,
best game of
my favorite game. It's like Witcher 3, God of War. The last God of War that came out, and then come the other games for me.
Damn.
Yeah, but The Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time. The God of War is pretty close second. They're different.
Different games.
Different type of genres probably. But Witcher 3 for me, the characters, the story, the gameplay, the exploration, the lore. I love everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I am in love with that game. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna start playing it again. I want to get that freaking platinum trophy. I never got it.
I got it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get it this year. I'm gonna play it from the start.
New playthrough.
Hearts of Stone, Blood and Wine included.
So, as far as the legacy, what do you think of The Witcher's legacy-wise?
Legacy-wise, I think. Well, before I've only played Witcher 3. Before that, I didn't play Witcher 1 or 2. I fell in love when I saw the first trailer from The Witcher, and I was like,
I had to wait.
I'm not a book guy. I'm not a reading guy.
I
read all the books except for Blood of Elves, but I couldn't find that book. So I said, I'm not gonna waste my time. I need to read all the books before the game comes out.
So you skipped the first novel?
Yeah, I couldn't find it. That sucks.
It's called the internet.
I searched for it.
I will send you the link.
Far and wide.
I will send you the link.
Please do.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
okay.
The present thing is, The Witcher has been, has like 11 years already since the first game came out. They have sold, as a series, 1, 2, and 3 have sold more than 33 million copies. Probably The Witcher 3 alone has sold like more than 15 million copies since it came out.
Big game.
Yeah, big game. That is what puts CD Projekt right on the map.
I think it's one of the most awarded games. Best,
Yeah.
Game of the Year. Like, I think the God of War is getting up there.
Yeah, and I remember when I saw the Witcher trailer,
You knew.
and I said,
gotta be something
Jose, you gotta go see this game. It's awesome. You really? What's it about? Just watch the trailer, man, and you fell in love with it.
Yep, I bought it.
You're welcome.
Low till it. How many times have you played the game?
You? I think like 3 times. 6 times?
It's my palate cleanser. I finish a game. I play The Witcher a little bit. It's an awesome game.
Wow, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Well, you don't play too many games as I do, but man,
I play them better.
Probably if you play them 6 times,
I guess
you played that game double what I played. So
I've been on the path.
You should be better than I am.
I've been on the path.
You've been on the path, man.
Anyways, moving on.
What a long path it's been.
This is maybe we touched this about a little bit in our Obi Wan movie conversation.
Yeah.
But are you excited for Solo?
I don't know.
None at all. None at all.
I saw the trailers and I was like, I didn't ask for this.
But
I did not ask for
we get to see how Chewbacca and Han met. We also get to see Khaleesi, Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones.
Lando
Calrissian too.
I don't know, man.
He won. Solo won the Millennium Falcon from.
Yeah. Lando. Yeah. I think
That's right.
I'm not
a bet or something.
A bet. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like a poker game or something.
That's right.
That's stupid.
I mean,
but who knows, man?
Lando's. I'm pretty sure Lando has.
I don't want to judge the movie. I've seen the reviews. They're saying that it's not that good of a movie. It's kind of boring.
Well,
but I'm not going to judge it. I don't think I'm going to see it. Not in the cinema.
The directors were fired midway through the movie. I think it was almost a month left, and then they fired them. Then brought in Ron Howard, and Ron Howard is the guy that's been credited as the director. They're not sharing credit.
But that's the thing, when a movie is halfway, being filmed halfway, it's like it's bound to have problems.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, this is not the same case, but I guess there are similarities. J.J. Abrams was the guy that directed and wrote episode 7.
And
right?
now 9.
And now 9. But we have, what's the name of the guy from episode 8?
Oh my God, Gareth Edwards is the Rogue One. I don't remember.
Oh,
but yeah, it's a different guy.
Yeah,
and they told him whatever you want to do,
Yeah, but there's gonna be conflict there because it's not the same story.
It should have been somebody who's gonna write the 3. Well, not necessarily write 3, but this is the story, the behind the scenes. This is where we're going.
Yeah, but at least have both guys,
meet.
This
is where we're going.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do that. You can do this. You can do that.
And have with this, maybe we can go to have this in episode 9, but it's like a whole different direction for what episode 7 was, pointing at.
For example, we're not going to say who raised his parents. J.J. Abrams has said there was going to be a bigger reveal, and then this guy decided there was going to be another direction.
And there are nobodies.
I wasn't going to spoil it.
Oh, come on, man! If you haven't seen episode 8, shame on you.
Or the end of episode 7. The
lightsaber, man,
lightsaber, and like Luke, like we think it's gonna be this big, awesome moment, and then we see the episode 8.
That's one of the things I dislike about Disney. I know the Marvel movies are great and all that. Those are the movies that have kind of like a little bit of comedy here and there, but that's not Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars has had funny moments, but not that. That was a serious moment. In my opinion, at least, it was a big moment.
You mean you weren't a fan of watching Luke just drink milk straight from the source?
Oh man, that was disgusting. But throwing his father's lightsaber like that, it was like,
yeah. But
that was a waste
going back to Solo, those trailers are not doing it for me.
No, it's not.
Like the only reason why I would go is that movie comes out and I'm told that Darth Vader is coming to kill everybody.
Well, he was fantastic in Rogue One. I'm gonna say that.
And
so it would be,
and he's alive.
Yeah. So, but the thing is that, again, I've said this before in this video. We didn't ask for this. There's nothing interesting in this movie.
I mean, we didn't ask for episodes 7, 8, and 9, and they're here. We didn't ask for Rogue One.
It's different.
What about the Boba Fett movie?
That would be awesome. I would like to see that.
That guy wasn't even in the original trilogy. He was like there 2-3 times, and then he got killed.
Yeah, that's.
I don't understand the hype. Everybody's apparently in love with Boba Fett.
But this could help. Show us
why he was
a badass.
I mean, he was killed. His father was killed. He's a clone, and his father was killed by Samuel L. Jackson like nothing.
But he was
in episode 2.
He was badass. Mace Windu, he's a badass. So.
I mean, the guy created his own color of
but
lightsaber.
he had, he held his own with Obi Wan Kenobi.
I guess.
But I don't know. First of all, the armor,
yeah,
it looks awesome. So just by the looks, Boba Fett looks awesome. So, and there was the bounty hunter game.
So his hand, he looks awesome too.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Also, Woody Harrelson, what are you doing in this?
He's a nerf herder. Or something like that.
Damn. That's
but anyways, I don't know.
Speaking of movies, the new one coming this weekend, Deadpool 2. You're not a fan of Deadpool?
No, it already came out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
watched
it? Yeah.
You watched it. Yeah. Spoiler-free review. What are your thoughts?
I liked it. It's very funny. A lot of good action. Not as good as the first one.
Not as good as the first one.
Nope.
Does it have any references to the other Marvel movies?
A lot. It references more than some of the Marvel movies.
Really?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have anything to do with the universe?
No. It has something. A little spoiler. There's a scene in the movie where they go to the X-Men mansion, like they did in the first one. Like, why is the studio not throwing us a bone and showing us one of the big X-Men? And then we see that there's maybe a few X-Men in the house, but they don't want anything to do with Deadpool. Which is weird because everybody should want something to do with either Deadpool or Logan, and since Logan is retired, okay, Deadpool is the one guy left. Like he did, like his solo movie did like 200, 300 million more than the last X-Men movie, which sucked. Apocalypse was not a good movie, and Deadpool 1 was amazing. And now Deadpool 2 is good. I'm not gonna deny that, but it's not as good as Deadpool 1. Their mid-credit scene is much better than the first one, though.
But
I will say
from what I've heard, this Deadpool 2, it's like, the popcorn flick.
Yeah, bigger does not equal better in this movie. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, again, it's a good movie. I loved it a lot, but if you ask me point blank, is it better than the first one? I would say no.
Would you agree it is a popcorn flick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Mark word of mouth.
It's not going to be memorable.
I mean, yeah. It's going to be a Deadpool 3, so we're going to have to like, oh yeah, this is what happened, Right for 3.
Okay, so, would you recommend our viewers to go watch it?
Of course, go support Deadpool.
Okay, I won't.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm never, I didn't see the first one. I didn't find it interesting. I'm not that big on Deadpool.
Yeah.
You
don't like laughter,
comedy. It's not that. It's like, I don't know. That's not what I'm looking for.
You don't like violence, like extreme violence.
Depends. depends.
I mean,
But anyways,
last
another
one.
thing on that movie.
The last thing big that came out of this weekend is 13 Reasons Why season 2.
13 Reasons Why season 2.
Did
I
you
did
even
not
watch?
see the first one. My wife saw the first season. She liked it. She's gonna see season 2. I'm not.
Eventually, maybe.
I think she's watching it right now, probably. But
I watched it already. I binged.
yeah,
Binged it.
you binge watched it.
Yeah.
What can you tell us? Are you gonna give us spoilers?
Maybe a little bit of spoilers.
Okay.
Is it better than season 1? No.
No.
Not really. Season 1 was a packed story based on one book that we get to see the 13 reasons why Hannah Baker committed suicide. Season 2 it's on its own. There's no book, no follow-up, nothing from the author that, maybe going here, or there. We're following at the trial. The Hannah Baker's parents are suing the school system, the district, that they created a culture of bullying that, led to their daughter's death. So that's going to be the big story.
Okay.
Within that story, we see various characters that we know testifying about their relationship and their interactions with Hannah Baker and how this may have not led to the suicide. Clay is still the main guy, but now that Hannah's been dead and they don't know really what to do with her, she's more in the background.
Okay.
So the other characters have to shine more.
Yeah, but the thing is, for me, the problem here is, I didn't see the first season, but the problem is that 13 Reasons Why Hannah Baker committed suicide.
Yeah.
Apparently, it takes from a book.
Yeah,
it comes from a book. Okay, so after the thing has been solved, why she committed suicide. That Clay could have saved her. He comes to a realization he could have saved her.
He couldn't save her.
No, I mean he blames himself. He said, if I would have done this, I could have saved her.
Yeah,
but you never know.
Yeah.
The thing is that that is 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah.
You're here. It's like you're trying to. It's kind of like the Hobbit movies.
Yeah.
It's like it was one book stretched out too much.
Okay.
That's probably what's happening here.
This season starts slow. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a short guide. This season it starts slow. Like at least until episode 3 or 3, you're gonna let's get going. Episode 6 is where we start climbing up. Season 6, also episode 6 is the one that it's gonna retcon a big part of the story as far as I'm gonna say it's the sack episode.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a thing that happens in that episode as a whole that you're gonna. Why wasn't this mentioned? That this obviously shows that season 1 was supposed to be one season,
Just one season.
And then we're filling the gaps.
They got greedy.
Yeah. Then episode 6 till episode 12, it's getting bigger, better. It's much better. Like I would
They picked up.
Yeah, I couldn't stop watching from episode 6 to 12. 12 is the resolution episode. This is where the trial is resolved. Something else, like most characters have their resolutions in this episode. I would advise you to stop watching there.
Okay.
Because episode 13, the season finale, it's so bad.
So there are 13 episodes.
Yeah, 13. If you go to the 13th episode, stop watching after the funeral scene.
Okay.
I'm not saying who died. If somebody died, maybe it's something that there's a character that does a eulogy, and stop there. Because what happens is there's a rape scene later that justifies season 3. It's so graphic, it's so violent, it's so unnecessary, and then the resolution at the end of the episode that's supposed to, get us to season 3 is so badly written, doesn't make sense. I know that the writers on the show are trying to portray this season as it's so realistic and so grounded in real life, which is something that we see with the resolution of the trial. But then they throw us for a loop on the writing for this episode, which it's so bizarre, so stupid.
So out of place.
Like this would not happen in real life. They want real life in one episode and then complete fantasy in the other.
Okay.
Like I said, there's a very graphic and unnecessary rape scene that I would not advise people to see unless you're ready. You can never be ready for that. But like I said, it's a season 1. If I had to grade it, it was a 9, solid 9. Season 2, it's a 5.
Oh man, that's
like
downgrade.
If you want to see like the good stretch of the episodes, it's episode 6, episode 12. In the middle. That's that's the real meat of the season. Stop at episode 12 or after the funeral scene in episode 13. That's all you need to see.
Okay. So basically, would you recommend people to watch this?
I would recommend them to watch season 1 and then stop.
And that's the thing. Why continue? Just, I don't know. Yeah, obviously for the money, but I don't know, man. It's like it's unnecessary.
Like season 1 is amazing. Season 1 was amazing. You might love
it stands on its
might
own.
love or hate Hannah's relationship, but you understood where she was coming from.
Yeah. But probably, you could watch season 2 from what you're saying, but it's like, I'm going to keep the first season as canon. The other thing is just filler and fantasy.
I'm just going to throw this out there. I hate, like my people that I hate on this show: Bryce, Montgomery, Chloe. I don't hate Courtney that much anymore. Yeah, she redeemed her, but the lawyer that represents the school, she is evil. I know she's doing her job, but she's evil.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I've tried to not spoil it. Like I said, this happens, it's not happens. Watch it if you think, but my recommendation is stop at season 1. You don't need to see season 2.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it for this show.
Yeah.
The return, the revival of the J&T show.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
Okay. Yeah. Please let us know what you think.
Maybe you like this format, don't like it.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna release this as a big one tonight, and then maybe through the week we're gonna cut.
Probably, that'll be a nice
to
idea.
see maybe you tell us what kind of format you prefer, the big one, or you want to see like edited, like 5 or 6
various videos.
Yeah.
Thing is that, guys, it's very difficult for us, because
To meet every day.
to meet every day, to have the latest news.
Yeah, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. We don't live next to each other.
Yeah, we live very far from each other.
Yeah.
It's not like we used to. But the thing is, we're gonna try to keep doing this each and every week. One big video each week with the most important topics in video games and movies, mostly. And we hope you like it. We hope you enjoy it. And
subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, like this video. Tell us what you think in the comments below, and I guess we'll see you next time. We're gonna try to keep these videos, between 40 minutes to 1 hour, probably. Yeah. We don't want to stretch it,
2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours or something like that.
45 minutes is fine.
Yeah.
30 minutes maybe.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for this show. We'll see you next time, guys. Have a good day or night. Bye.
See you. Bye.